Keston, first of all, welcome to Park Hall and the home of the new Saints. We'll come to all that in due course. But let's go back in your own life, shall we? A Swansea City fan, and you used to watch the Swans at Vet Field as well as at the Liberty Stadium.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously playing with Swansea when I was younger, and at 8 years old getting that call to say, oh look, you're in the, I think it was Excellence at the time. Obviously it was massive for me and all my family, and then obviously as the years gone by and I just become more of a fan. But when I first went there, we were playing on like any pitch we could, and then obviously now it's like state-of-the-art training ground, and so the clubs have been beneficial for the whole city, I think, so it was good.
And your career at Swansea went from strength to strength, because at the age of 15 you were playing in the under-23s.
Yeah, so I'd left Swansea for a few years, and then when I came back, I think it was like just maybe 2 or 3 weeks before my 16th birthday, I actually played. It was at Loftus Road. That's when I made that was the first game. I was 15, so that was a good experience. Had some good players in that team as well.
You mentioned that you left Swansea, you went to Fulham, of course, so at a young age, that's quite a big step up to leave home, move to London, and in effect start all over again with another team.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite daunting to like leave my family and whatever, but in the long run, it's been so beneficial for me. Like Fulham was a massive club, and at the time, and it was a big step, but now I think that I'm a much better person and player for going away.
And you returned to Swansea, and you ended up being captain of the under-19s, and they won 2 FAW Youth Cups, and in 2016-17, so quite recent, you were part of the under-23s that did the double during that season, and in all competitions, not just the league, you played 39 times. So massive experience for you as a young man coming through not just the Swansea but also the Fulham system as well.
Yeah, I mean, the experiences I've had, and I think that season where we won 2 trophies, played in an international cup as well, which we got to the semi-final of. So there was so many games that season, and it was just, well, obviously as you see Swansea's team now, it's all pretty much most of the boys that were in that team. So yeah, that was a massive year for us, for everybody. But yeah, my time at Swansea was brilliant. Like, I always look back as a good part of my life, but as you say, it's all good things come to an end.
And while at Swansea, you also went on loan to Yeovil Town and Notts County.
Yeah, that was massive step, going from almost under-23s football to men's football. But at both clubs, like brilliant clubs, enjoyed my time there at both of them, and it was totally different to what I'd ever been used to. So the learning curve I learnt there made me like a much better person and player all round, to come back to Swansea and try and push to get into Swansea's first team. But like you say, it was a good experience.
Well, we've talked about your club football. Let's switch to the international stage now, shall we? Because you featured for the Wales under-21 squad, and we've already spoken about that off camera. That's an interesting story. Tell us how that came about.
Yeah, so I was in a hotel in Notts County at the time, and the academy manager from Swansea rang me to say that I'd had a call-up for the Wales under-21 squad. He said the only thing is, this is about 7:30, 8 o'clock on like a Monday or Tuesday. He said, oh, you have to get to Newport by tonight. So I was like, oh, alright. So I had to ring the kit man at Notts County. He had to get all my boots, my shin pads, like everything out of there. So he had to meet me. I met him there, and then had to get myself down to Newport the same night, so I didn't get there till like 1 o'clock, and then I trained the next morning. Then we flew away to Romania, We had 2 games. We played Romania, and then we were in Romania for like 3 or 4 days, and then we flew back and played Switzerland. So that's where I made my 21s debut, was against Switzerland.
And we all know how footballers like to play pranks on each other, so it was comforting knowing that the call came from Swansea City and you recognised the voice of the person talking to you. Otherwise you could have thought to yourself, is this one of my teammates playing a joke on me?
Yeah, if it was an unknown number, I probably would have left it and I probably wouldn't have made my debut, so glad it was the academy manager and not one of the boys. And
let's move to the present time, shall we? How much did you know about the domestic game here in Wales, i.e. the JD Welsh Premier League, prior to signing for the New Saints?
I mean, a few of my mates play in the division, have done for many years, and like TNS are always the team that are pretty much top the whole season, and they're quite established club, and well, they are a very big club in Wales, and I think like the facilities and everything that here, it has been beneficial to the whole league, I think. So yeah, it's good.
And as we know, the world of football is a small world indeed, and you knew Tom Holland from his time at Swansea City. Did you speak to Tom when TNS were interested?
Yeah, I spoke to Tom. Like, me and Tom have been good mates since he came to Swansea, so I've always kept in contact with him. And then when this TNS came about, I was speaking to Tom and told him, and he could only speak highly of the club. Like, he said it's brilliant. It was good for him, and I don't know like what he's doing now, but it was a good step for him to come here and get as many games as what he could. And yeah, I think with Tom, he's honest, and I think I'd always listen to his opinion, and that's what swayed me, I think.
That's great to hear. And what can the fans expect to see from Keston Davies during the 2019-2020 season?
I just want to get like a run of games under my belt and play as many games as I can and do as well as I can. I mean, it's like they've got a great bunch of lads. Like, the ability in the group's very good, so I hope that we can go as far as what we can this season.
And away from the game, what do you like to do?
Round the golf. I'll have to find a golf course up here soon and get myself down there.
Well, it's funny that you should mention golf, because we do have 1 or 2 very keen golfers here at Park Hall, and a couple of names that rise to the top of the pile in conversation with the other players, Paul Harrison and Greg Draper. You might not be challenging them for their positions in the team, of course, but will you be trying to knock them off the top spot as far as golf's concerned?
You have to give me another couple of months, I think. But I have heard that them 2 are the top 2, so I'll have to get on the course and see what they're like.
So you set your sights on Greg and H as far as golf's concerned, but of course, back to the football again. We know that the New Saints is a very difficult side to break into, so that is your first and immediate challenge as an individual defender.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said before, the ability that all the boys have is standards high. So yeah, the first thing I need to do is get in that team and earn my shirt then. So,
Keston, thank you for your time today, very much appreciated, and of course, as I said at the beginning, a warm welcome to Park Hall, and hopefully a trophy-laden season ahead as well.
Thank you very much. Cheers.